Attention! Hi guys, General Splatton here. I've got some minis that I've done. Thought I'd share them with you and see what you think about them. The camera decides it wants to play nice. These are Ghouls from Mantic Games. A subscriber of mine named CatoPilgram proposed us to do a project together about 4 months ago, almost 5. And through my little episode of disappearance and burnout, I just got back around to finishing it up. He had originally sent me one mini of the Ghouls that Mantic sends out free for signing up for newsletters, and he proposed that he would do a diorama and we paint figures together and talk about what we did and how we did it, and just to compare the differences between the models. This is the one that he sent me. I thought I'd try something different. If the camera ever decides, it always goes back slightly. What I did was I painted the skin a gray, and then I started doing a lot of washes and glazes of reds and purples, yellow in there, and got this mottled looking skin. If it ever focuses up so you can see. There we go. Really like his yellow eyes against that dark face. It really stands out. Notice I put blood in, or painted in red for blood. The model has been dull coated, but then I came back with a brush on gloss varnish and put it over the red. As you can see over his hands there, how they well, if the camera could focus, you would see it over his hands. If I can get this camera to work. It's just not going to do anything today. Let's try that. Yeah, you can see the shine that way. Added a bag back here. He's toting around lunch, as you see. Shaded and highlighted the robes. I don't know if you can pick it up or not. You can see it if you were holding the mini. The subtleness of the black hair. It's been highlighted. There we go. Got a real nice system for black to make it look very realistic. The hair, you need other areas. I mean, that's not a strong suit here, but there's a good shot of the back end of him. Alright, moving on to this one. I must say I didn't like painting these guys at first, but after I started painting the other two, I really like it now. Now this one, real light gray skin. Then I took Devlin mud. Instead of washing it, I just put it in spots to accentuate the musculature. Wasn't a general wash over everything. I went in and added the paint specifically where I wanted it. So all these little shadows you see and shades, that was added individually by a brush like that. Thigh right there in the hole of the thing, that was shaded and highlighted individually. Same over here on this thigh. And down for the shins and around back toward the calves and ligaments in the back of the knee. If you can see that, if the camera would focus. Let's see, I'm just having so much trouble with it today. There we go. Really took the time to shade and highlight much more so these sets of robes. Now the face. See, hopefully I can get it. You can really see what I'm talking about. Look at it. If I can get something without so much glare. It focuses. Come on, baby. There we go. The forehead was all done individually, as the cheeks and the creases. And the eyes, I went back and darkened them up and put the yellow eyes in. They just they weren't popping enough. So I took some Badab black for the eyes and darkened it up more so than the skin. But then I highlighted up with white, as you see on the brow and the top of the nose. And right there on the cheeks. And a little on the ears. And then highlighted up through the top right there on his hands. Turned out really nice, I think. No blood on this one, but that was individually placed there. It wasn't a wash. Same way with that hand. And underneath, as you can see, really in the neck areas. Oh, there we go. Good. I got a good shot of that in the chest area. It was all individually shadowed and highlighted. So, and his mouth, you can't really see it, but it has gloss varnish in his mouth. Oh, and the eyes. Might can see a shine on it. The rest of the model's been dull coated. Now this third one, I used a dead flesh or something like that, a ghoul type color, a real light green. But I did with Army Painter, the quick shade, the medium tone. Strong, I believe it is. So this is the first time I've ever used it, but it won't be the last. You'll see why in just a second. Let's see if I can get this a little bit more. Just having trouble today, guys. You'll have to bear with me. Let me see if I can get a little light a little closer. Maybe that'll help. Alright, come on. There we go. And I used yellow. I highlighted the skin some. And you see the gloss on the mouth and the eyes. Didn't shade any of the skin, just highlighted it up because I didn't know exactly what the quick shade was going to do. But so I put a white, I think it was an off-white, on the cheeks and chin and nose and top of the ears, top of the knees, and right there on his left thigh, right there toward the end of my fingers. Highlighted the yellow on the robes and put orange over the red. But look at this back. I didn't do any shading except for dipping, folks. Look how it brought out the muscle definition. I did highlight, as you can see where the two spikes are that's any, and I put it on his, put highlights on his back of his head and toward the forehead. But look at that back. Isn't that incredible? I love this stuff. I mean, that is amazing. The robes turned out really nice. Now I dipped, but I think I should have brushed, or at least I should have brushed off more, as you can see. I would have had, I think, a little better result. But the face and that back, this stuff is wonderful. I will be using this again. But I'm really pleased with how he turned it. See how it pulled on top of his thigh? But, I mean, look at that thigh and knee and calf. It looks like I spent hours and hours shading and highlighting to get that result. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. Really impressed with the product. So Cato, there they are. All three of them are going back to you. I apologize so much. You just don't know how I just disappeared and I didn't get back with you on this. And you've been very patient, very kind. Haven't given up on me. And I just want you to know I'm sorry. As my way of apology, I'm sending all three of them back to you instead of just the one, along with the bits. So I hope at least one of them you like, and you get that project out. If you have any questions about anything I didn't cover, want to know more about exactly what I did and why I did it, just let me know, and I'll be glad to answer them as always. Thank you, Cato, for proposing the project. Like I said, guys, go check him out, CatoPilgram. I'll spell it out on the screen here for y'all. Give him some subs. I would appreciate it, and I certainly know he would too. Well, this is General Splatton. Hoping you have a good day. I'll talk again.